On July 14th, 2006, a Nichan user posted a thread with the title, "I picked up a strange diary." It seemed interesting enough, and it wasn't posted on the occult boards, so other users quickly responded, asking the user to upload photos of it. Before they did that, the user posted a few transcribed parts that confirmed their gut feeling that this probably wasn't something they should have picked up. July 2nd. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Hey, Hana-chan. Someone's name? I've left a letter out just in case. Please be my friend. Forever. July 3rd. It's cold, it's cold, it's cold. I played with Hana-chan again today. I'm not alone, huh? Right? Yeah? June 4th. For some reason it's a date from the past. You haven't forgotten, right? Time chases after me like sand in an hourglass. Strange, right? June 33rd. Hey, Hana-chan. Hey, Hana-chan. I became friends with a stranger today. We went to the park and I became a doll. Hey, Hana-chan, where are you? These diary entries were apparently followed by several blank pages, before the word "hey" was written in large letters spanning 2 whole pages. The diary was obviously strange. It flitted between dates, and some dates didn't even exist, and it seemed to belong to a lonely young girl. This girl continually referenced being alone and wanting to be friends with someone. The June 33rd entry in particular mentions becoming friends with a stranger in the park and then becoming a doll. Other Nichan users found this phrase in particular to be creepy and pondered if the girl hadn't been kidnapped by this stranger, perhaps leaving the diary behind at some point. Yet that wasn't all. The original poster also found another piece of paper jammed into the middle, and this one said, "How fun life is. My wish came true at 2:25 p.m. today. I'm so glad I'm alive. I've been crying for a week. I wonder why. What is the meaning of life? It hurts so much. I'm so lonely and sad, and I can't stop crying. I'm just a normal kid, you know." Once again, the content was all over the place. The diary owner claimed their wish came true and they were happy to be alive, followed immediately by crying and wondering what the meaning of life was. The poster claimed the diary was full of mistakes and difficult to read, so they did their best to abbreviate and convey it. After that, there were several pages written in purple ink that were apparently too disgusting to even write down. And this, of course, got everyone else's attention. At this point, the poster had only shared text from this supposed diary, no pictures. Keep in mind that this was posted in 2006, so cell phone cameras at the time weren't very good. Both the resolution and image quality were low, but the user finally shared a picture of the diary itself, roughly an hour and a half after starting the thread. It was a typical Japanese language notebook, the type that children in elementary school use when practicing Japanese. The poster elaborated after questioning that their little brother had actually been the one to find it, on an embankment as they were out walking their dog. The poster didn't want to pick it up, of course, because it was dirty, but their little brother was terrified and refused to let it go after seeing the inside, so they took it home. Another user pointed out that the diary in the picture looked rather clean, to which the poster responded that it actually wasn't, and the pages inside were yellowed and old. Others pressed for the content of the purple text that revolted the original poster so much, but there was so much of it and it made little sense that they summarized it as an apology letter to the diary owner's family and friends. Other users continued to press the poster to share pictures of the inside of the diary, and roughly 2 hours after starting the thread, they finally did. The pictures were of course tiny and impossible to read, but they showed the purple text, several of the diary entries, the large "Hey" scribbled across 2 pages, and several scribbles that didn't look to be much at first, but the more people analysed them, the creepier they got. There was a large apple, an empty bench with something black whirring over it, a stick figure holding scissors, and a bird flying into a balloon. They seemed like the nonsense scribbles of a small child, although several users went into depth about the hidden meanings they might have, such as the balloon representing the child's freedom and the bird representing an outside figure swooping in to destroy that freedom. Even the original poster thought that might have been reading too deeply into things, but with little else to go on, people tried to construct a story where they could. What happened to this child? Why was the diary left on an embankment? What did the weird text and pictures mean, if they even meant anything at all? Or was it all fake, in Grand Nichan tradition, and the original poster had simply created it themselves? One user even accused the poster of being the stranger mentioned in the diary, having kidnapped the girl and posting all of this as some sort of sick game. The original poster denied this, of course, and claimed that they were a girl themselves, and underage at that. Roughly 2.5 hours after posting, the original poster, now revealed to be a girl herself, claimed to have a headache and ringing ears. The TV was also making a loud, uncomfortable noise that she wasn't sure was actually coming from the TV, or perhaps it was just in her head. She shared another strange entry she found, this time dated to the 13th day of the 13th month, stating, "Today marks the 8th anniversary of that day, huh? I'm happy, so happy. So, this person with white eyes has been looking at me. When I talk to them, all they do is look down. It's strange, so strange. Who are you? Will you be my friend? Hey! Hey!" This was followed by an entry dated July 13th, stating, "Today I hammered a nail into the doll." This was likely referring to the ritual of nailing dolls to trees, done when cursing a person, but either way, the entries were clearly not written by a happy mind. The original poster's health continued to take a turn for the worse throughout the thread, and she pondered whether she should hand the diary over to police or not. Others reminded her that the police wouldn't be able to do anything with a random diary, and the poster eventually stopped posting for the night, as there was nothing else to say. She returned the following day, however, with terrible news. Apparently, her pet goldfish and dog passed away overnight. "It has to be a coincidence, right?" she said, and not even half an hour later, she returned again with another strange update. "Hang on, my doll's eyes." Another half an hour later, she returned with images of her doll's creepy eyes. The quality is obviously terrible, considering the time they were posted, but I'll leave it up to you to decide whether they're just badly photoshopped or not. By this point, other users in the thread suspected more and more that the whole story was fake, and perhaps because the story of the diary alone wasn't spreading far enough, or maybe quickly enough for the poster's likings, maybe she had returned to embellish it a little further, with the news of her pets dying overnight and her doll doing strange things. For her part, the original poster told everyone she didn't care if they thought she was trolling or not, and shared one more part from the diary. She claimed a list of 8 names was written on the last page, accompanied by, "You read it, you read it, you read it, you read it. Hey, let's be friends. You're all alone, you're all alone. That's why. Hey." And with this, the original poster claimed she was done with the whole thing. She said she would be deleting the images once the thread reached its end, and she wanted to believe the diary was nothing more than a child's prank, because it was too scary to think of any other possibility. As the thread neared the 1,000 comment limit, she said people could feel free to start a new one, but she wouldn't be posting in it again. She was done. And people could feel free to believe or not believe that she was telling the truth. Users did start a new thread, but true to her word, the original poster never showed up again. And true to her word again, the poster deleted her images and the thread itself can no longer be found. Numerous websites saved it before it was deleted, however, and it's through these websites that you can still read the old thread today. In the end, no one discovered the truth behind the diary. Was it real? Was it a prank? Did the original poster create the whole story herself, or was she another innocent victim in someone else's prank? Or, perhaps the scariest option of all, was it all true, and she just happened across the dark and confusing thoughts of a lost and lonely child? What did it all mean? Nobody knows, and that's what made this thread stick around for so long, even after being purged from Nichan itself. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll leave a link if you want to read a longer translation of the thread itself. Thanks guys. I'll see you again next time.